2040, luxury has risen beyond the oceans and roads. It now floats serenely above the clouds. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 is not just a vehicle. It's a breathtaking vision of the future where elegance meets the stratosphere. Imagine looking up and seeing a luminous silhouette gliding silently across the upper sky. A floating palace made of glass, light, and grace. The Sky Lounge drifts effortlessly through the thin blue edge of Earth's atmosphere, where silence replaces turbulence, and every sunrise paints the horizon in gold. This is where Rolls-Royce redefines what it means to travel. Not fast, but flawlessly. Not forward, but upward. The world below becomes distant. The stars above feel close enough to touch. And the journey itself becomes a masterpiece of serenity. The Sky Lounge 2040 isn't just a step into the future of luxury. It's the evolution of calm, beauty, and prestige, crafted to rule the skies as the oceans once belonged to yachts. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 represents the pinnacle of airborne luxury, a seamless fusion of aviation technology, architectural elegance, and the timeless refinement that defines Rolls-Royce. Designed to operate gracefully within the stratosphere, it reimagines what travel can be by combining the freedom of flight with the sophistication of a floating palace. The Sky Lounge isn't a jet or a blimp. It's a floating luxury air yacht, gliding effortlessly at the edge of space, offering passengers a panoramic view of Earth's curvature below and the vastness of the cosmos above. Encased in a transparent crystal glass dome, the Sky Lounge gives its guests an uninterrupted 360-degree vista, while its intelligent pressure-regulated cabins maintain a serene, weightless environment. Inside, the atmosphere feels less like transport and more like a sanctuary. Quiet, expansive, and breathtakingly beautiful. Powered by Rolls-Royce's next-generation helium lift and solar-ion propulsion systems, the craft emits no noise and no pollution, drifting silently for thousands of miles. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 is a masterpiece of airborne architecture, a visual symphony of elegance, minimalism, and futuristic craftsmanship. Its exterior design combines the grace of a luxury yacht with the aerodynamic intelligence of advanced aerospace engineering. The body is sculpted from mirror-finished titanium alloy and graphene-infused glass, creating a reflective shell that shimmers like liquid silver under sunlight and glows softly during nocturnal flights. A sweeping, wingless silhouette replaces traditional aircraft design, emphasizing smooth, uninterrupted curves that flow like ocean waves, allowing it to glide effortlessly through the upper atmosphere. The panoramic crystal glass dome crowns the vessel, offering passengers an endless view of stars and horizons, while the hull's holographic lighting vanes trace along its edges, illuminating the Sky Lounge like a floating constellation. Every design element serves both form and function. The aerodynamic contouring reduces drag, while the reflective skin regulates temperature against the thin, cold air of the stratosphere. Embodying Rolls-Royce's timeless design language, the Sky Lounge radiates silent power and refined confidence, appearing less like a machine and more like a celestial sculpture drifting through the heavens, a sanctuary of motionless beauty in perpetual flight. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 uses a multi-layered propulsion architecture engineered for whisper quiet, ultra-long endurance stratospheric flight. Primary buoyancy comes from a distributed helium lift lattice, a network of semi-rigid, pressure-regulated cells embedded in the hull that provide controllable static lift and dramatically reduce the energy needed to remain aloft. Once the Sky Lounge reaches operating altitude, a suite of solar ion thrusters takes over for fine propulsion and station keeping, ejecting ionized particles accelerated by high-voltage grids to generate thrust with virtually no moving parts and near-zero emissions. Directional control and maneuvering are handled by a set of electromagnetic vectoring arrays and reactionless attitude control surfaces, superconducting coils and plasma nozzles that adjust magnetic fields around the craft to yaw, pitch and roll without aerodynamic control surfaces, which improves stability in the thin air of the stratosphere. Power is supplied continuously by solar-absorbing nanofilm panels across the dome and hull, optimized for both sunlight and high-altitude radiation, feeding a high-capacity solid-state energy matrix with cryogenic thermal management that stores excess energy and supplies peak loads for boosts or emergency maneuvers. Surplus energy also runs environmental systems and powers onboard redundancies. Stepping inside the Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 is like entering a floating five-star sanctuary suspended between Earth and space. A masterpiece of design, serenity, and sensory perfection, the interior embodies the essence of Rolls-Royce craftsmanship, where every surface, texture, and sound is engineered to evoke calm sophistication. The vast cabin is enclosed within a 360-degree panoramic crystal glass dome, offering passengers a continuous view of Earth's curvature below and the stars glittering above. The glass itself is adaptive, capable of dimming, tinting, or projecting ambient visuals through embedded OLED layers that transform the cabin into a living, breathing atmosphere. The Sky Lounge is divided into floating suites and social atriums, each seamlessly connected by weightless corridors lined with holographic lighting vanes that mimic the rhythm of the sky. The central observation atrium serves as the heart of the vessel, featuring a rotating lounge with zero-gravity recliners and a transparent floor that lets guests gaze down into the clouds. Surrounding it are sky view bedrooms with adjustable gravity fields for personalized comfort, private spa chambers infused with oxygen-enriched air, and a fine dining salon where AI-assisted chefs craft gourmet cuisine using 3D-printed culinary artistry. Every element of the Sky Lounge 2040's interior experience is designed not for travel, but for transcendence, transforming flight into an art form. Here, luxury is not loud or ostentatious. It's infinite, effortless, and beautifully human. A space where passengers can dine among the stars, sleep above the clouds, and awaken to the glow of the Earth's dawn from their glass-domed haven. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 is safeguarded and guided by one of the most intelligent and reliable systems ever conceived, the EtherMind AI Command Suite, a self-learning network that oversees every aspect of navigation, safety, and passenger well-being. This quantum-based AI doesn't just respond to data, it anticipates it, constantly analyzing atmospheric conditions, gravitational shifts, and energy flow. EtherMind ensures the Sky Lounge maintains perfect equilibrium in flight, even at the edge of the stratosphere. It uses predictive flight mapping to chart routes based on weather patterns, air pressure, and solar radiation, allowing the vessel to float serenely above storms and turbulence with absolute precision. For safety, the Sky Lounge integrates a multi-layered defense architecture, beginning with electromagnetic stability fields that shield the craft from micrometeor impacts and ion disturbances. Its quantum collision avoidance system communicates with global aerospace networks and satellite grids in real time, predicting and rerouting away from potential obstacles long before human detection would be possible. In emergencies, the AI instantly activates auto-recovery protocols, stabilizing altitude and rerouting to the nearest safe docking zone without pilot intervention. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 represents a new era of sustainable luxury, one where elegance and environmental harmony coexist seamlessly above the clouds. At its heart lies the heliofusion energy core, a self-sustaining system that draws power from a combination of solar ion absorption, atmospheric energy conversion, and kinetic recycling. The exterior shell of the Sky Lounge is coated with nano-photovoltaic glass, a transparent solar skin that continuously harvests sunlight and cosmic radiation, even in the thin stratospheric atmosphere. This collected energy is funneled into quantum batteries that can store and redistribute power with zero loss, ensuring that the Sky Lounge can remain airborne for months without external refueling. Beyond its advanced energy systems, the Sky Lounge embodies sustainability in every material and process. The frame is constructed from graphene-reinforced titanium composites, which are not only ultra-light and durable, but also fully recyclable. The interior utilizes eco-engineered bioleathers, plant-based silk fibers, and regenerative crystal polymers, reducing the environmental footprint without compromising Rolls-Royce's signature opulence. Even the onboard life support systems are designed with ecology in mind. Atmospheric recyclers purify and reuse cabin air and water, creating a near-closed environmental loop that minimizes waste. The Rolls-Royce Sky Lounge 2040 offers an experience that transcends the boundaries of travel. It is not merely a journey, but an awakening of the senses, an ascent into serenity and wonder. Floating silently in the stratosphere, passengers are enveloped in an atmosphere of weightless tranquility where the horizon curves beneath them and the stars seem close enough to touch. Every moment aboard the Sky Lounge is orchestrated to perfection. The gradual sunrise spilling golden light across the cabin's panoramic glass dome, the subtle scent of ozone and fine leather, the hushed hum of ion thrusters harmonizing with curated soundscapes.